Imagine sitting around a small table in a Brooklyn deli, the air thick with the smell of smoked pastrami, and Rabbi Daniel Lapin begins a conversation about money that flips everything you thought you knew. He doesn't call wealth a dirty word. Instead, he insists it's a sacred pursuit. Why does Jewish tradition see earning profit as moral, even holy? That belief is the secret sauce behind centuries of Jewish success in business, and it might just change how you think about money forever. Many people see profit as selfish or greedy, but Lapin flips that idea on its head. Why is making money not just okay, but a righteous duty? Let's unpack the deeply spiritual foundation driving Jewish prosperity. At that same Brooklyn table, Lapin recalls his grandfather, a humble grocer who believed his daily work was a mitzvah, a sacred act. Selling apples wasn't just commerce, it was nourishing families. His grandfather preached profit is a blessing, not a sin. This mindset made every dollar earned feel like spiritual fuel, not dirty money. Think of profit like planting a garden. If you dig into the earth, nurture the soil, and tend to your plants, you don't steal growth from your neighbors. Instead, you create something new. Lapin argues money is like this. When you serve real needs and add value, wealth blossoms rather than depletes. It's a creative harvest, not a limited pie fight. Here's the kicker. When your goal is to genuinely help others through your product or service, money flows as a reward, not a gamble. The transformation. People who view profit as a blessing often find an inner permission to succeed, and that permission becomes the rocket fuel for lasting wealth. Lapin doesn't just praise wealth, he lays down 10 practical, almost holy rules to make it. These commandments are like a treasure map, guiding you through the maze of wealth building with faith and wisdom. One standout commandment is thou shalt not covet but shall aspire. Lapin tells the story of a young entrepreneur in Miami who admired a competitor's success but turned envy into inspiration. Instead of stealing ideas, he innovated, creating a niche product that won the market. The commandment became a real business strategy, showing desire channeled properly fuels success. Imagine trying to navigate a bustling market blindfolded. That's modern business without the compass of ancient wisdom. Lapin combines Proverbs and Torah insights with practical finance, like a GPS system with holy coordinates. It's the power of blending sacred tradition with sharp negotiation skills and relentless hustle, forming a perfect toolkit. The biggest payoff from these commandments, they rewire how you think about setbacks and risk. Instead of fear blocking you, rules like shall keep promises and thou shalt build community shape trust that opens doors. It's a mindset upgrade. Suddenly, money magnetism feels less like luck and more like divine design. Here's a twist that surprises everyone. Lapin says tapping into prosperity starts with generosity, not greed. The richest actually start by giving and serving before cash flows in. Lapin tells about a community rabbi in Chicago who built a thriving kosher catering business by first organizing free holiday meals for neighborhood seniors. That goodwill turned into booming word-of-mouth marketing, paying dividends beyond any ad campaign. The act of giving created a demand that multiplied the business, proof that generosity and profitability can dance hand in hand. Think of reciprocity like throwing a pebble into a still pond. That ripple grows wider and wider, touching places you never expected. When you give value up front without immediate return, you start a cycle where your generosity circles back magnified. Lapin insists this invisible economy of goodwill and trust is often more valuable than cash itself. Eventually, this cycle flips your relationship with money. It's no longer something to clutch and protect. Instead, money becomes a measure of the value you deliver to others. That shift turns your business into a rich ecosystem where serving others isn't just kind, it's the smartest strategy to prosper. Back at that Brooklyn deli, the aroma of pastrami still lingers, just like Lapin's message. Money isn't some taboo or evil, it's your spiritual tool, a blessing waiting to be earned right. Next time you hesitate to chase that dollar, remind yourself, wealth isn't about greed, it's about serving better, aspiring higher, and embracing prosperity as a moral mission. Try this today, find one way to serve first before expecting return. Watch what happens. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.